right, let's go over how to add a vignette effect. Very simple little effect where the edges around your image are going to be shaded out dark. Now, if you do have a very light image situation going on, the vignette works. If you have a dark image situation going on, you might want to do this opposite where the edges are light. So let me go ahead and for this one, I'm going to change my background layer to be a darker green, a much darker green here. All right, so that I have a darker one, and I'll do this vignette with a lighter one. And then I'll pop into Photopea and we'll do the other kind. So to add that vignette, you can add it early on. It's just at the end. You're going to want to pull it all the way up to the top so it's above all your layers. So I just threw some words on here just so you can get that effect. So first you're just going to create a solid color layer. So click your adjustment layer and choose solid color. And we're just putting in a fill layer. Color doesn't matter because we're going to get rid of the fill. So once you put the color fill in, go to fill over here. Make sure that you look at the, not the opacity, but the fill, and turn it all the way down. So now this layer is going to be invisible, but we can add layer styles to it. Now we're going to add, using the effects button, the gradient overlay layer style. And you're going to need to choose the gradient that is a solid color to a transparent. So if you click on the down arrow, that opens the gradient picker, and then the second option should be foreground to transparent. And my foreground is green right now, which probably is not what I'm going to want. I'm probably going to want black, but that's okay. So you choose that, then instead of clicking the down arrow, just click the button. And then down here at the bottom, not the top, because this is opacity, at the bottom, then come choose your color. So if I want black to make a shadow, I would choose black and hit OK. Now right now, see how the gradient is going up? We need the gradient to go around the edges. So that's going to be radial. Okay, radial. And then in this case, it's backwards. The black is in the middle, and we need the black on the other side. So you hit the reverse button to reverse it. All right, so there it is. As you can see, it's a bit harsh. So you can modify that by pulling this in and out. There we go. And then, you just want it to be very, very subtle. You can also pull the opacity back if it's a little bit too much as well on there. Now, again, if you want to have lighter edges around it, because this one had a pretty dark background, if you'd rather go lighter edges, then click on here, and instead of using black, use something else. So maybe I want to do a paler color. I'm not sure I really like that at all on this, but paler color. Now, clearly, if I do that, then I'm going to need to pull that opacity back because it is way too harsh. But there you go. So there's kind of a vignette effect using a lighter color rather than the other. Now let me do it in Photopea so you can see an example. I'll use a dark one on this one. So same situation, create an adjustment layer that is a color fill. The color does not matter, but I am going to pull this to the top. Color does not matter because we're turning the fill off. Then we're going to hit our effects layer style button, add that gradient overlay, and then click on the down arrow. Choose the one that is your foreground to transparent, and then of course we're going to click it and then set the color. For this one I will set the foreground color to black or close to black and hit OK. And then same situation, we don't want it to go down, we want it to go around. And I've already hit reverse, but you can see here if I don't hit reverse, the black circle's in the middle. We want it to be out here. And then again, you can scale it to decide how much you want it to be in there like so. That's pretty much it. So that is how you can do a vignette effect, V-I-G-N-E-T-T-E, a vignette effect using Photoshop or Photopea. Just be sure to put it on your topmost layer above everything so you can see how it interacts with all of your text.